The grand auditorium on the planet of Exelon was abuzz with eager chatter as a diverse alien audience crowded inside. Beings from over 24 worlds mingled together, awaiting the start of the show. There were huge Adorians with rough, rocky skin, chittering insect, like Xenox, tentacled aquari sitting in water tanks, and many more, though varying greatly in form, from jellyfish to squat mushroom creatures. Fascination shone in all their eyes. At last, the lights dimmed and the crowd fell silent. A lone human walked out on stage, dressed sharply in a black suit and cape. He was of average height and build, with dark hair and a neatly trimmed goatee. Reaching the center of the stage, he turned and swept his cape back with a flourish. "Greetings and bienvenue, ladies, gentlemen, and esteemed beings. I am Marco, the Magnificent, master of magic and illusion, from the planet Earth." His voice echoed commandingly through the auditorium. "Prepare yourselves to witness feats beyond comprehension." Murmurs rippled through the seated masses. Marco gave a wry smile and launched into his first act. With nimble fingers, he manipulated cards faster than their eyes could track, making them vanish, reappear, transform, and dance, as if possessed. The audience gasped and clicked in wonder at this casual defiance of physics. Next, Marco presented an ordinary candle, which he lit with a match. With a snap of his fingers, the flame flared upwards, morphing into a roaring dragon of fire. It swooped over the crowd's heads, eliciting shrieks and shouts, before Marco clapped his hands and extinguished it. "As you can see, the very elements are mine to command," he proclaimed, as resounding applause broke out. Marco allowed himself a short bow before moving on to his next wonder. He pushed out a large cabinet, just big enough to hold a person inside. Marco walked around it, opening each side to display its emptiness. After securing the latches, he covered the box with a cloak and circled his hands over it, chanting in a strange tongue. When he whisked the cloak away, the cabinet doors swung open to reveal his lovely assistant Serena, outfitted in an elegant spangled dress. She waved and blew kisses to the astounded spectators. For my next feat, some escapology, Marco moved Serena into a straitjacket, buckling it securely around her arms. She was hoisted upside down over the stage in a transparent tank rapidly filling with water. Marco set a timer, counting down 2 minutes, his face grim. Serena held her breath as the water consumed her cube, expertly contorting her body to slip out of the straitjacket's confines. With only seconds left, she emerged gasping but free from the tank to thunderous applause. After a brief intermission, Marco returned to attempt an escape of his own. Assistants swathed him in chains and straitjacket, locking them securely. They lowered Marco headfirst into an aquarium on stage, his minutes counting down on a large screen overhead. Bubbles rose steadily as Marco fiddled and twisted against his bonds. Just as time expired, he suddenly appeared atop the tank, free of restraints, soaking wet but triumphant. For his final demonstration, Marco selected a skeptical Adorian from the audience to join him. The hulking alien, his craggy face dubious, lumbered up on stage. Marco whispered conspiratorially to the crowd, using no props or gadgets. "I shall read this fine fellow's innermost thoughts." Concentrating intently, Marco proceeded to reveal incredible details about the Adorian, his home planet, childhood memories, even his favorite food and a secret crush. The stunned alien confirmed every fact, joined by gasps of disbelief from the rapt spectators. Marco concluded by sending the dazed volunteer back to his seat amid wild applause. Taking his bows, Marco raised a hand to quiet the stirred-up crowd. "My friends, what you have seen tonight is not magic or supernatural forces. It is simply a demonstration of the infinite potential of the human mind and spirit. Though we may seem small and unimpressive, our drive to create, imagine, and inspire knows no bounds. Always we seek to spread wonder throughout the vast universe. Deafening cheers erupted as the audience rose in a standing ovation. Marco beamed and waved, heart filled with pride at this chance to showcase humanity's unique talents on the galactic stage. Backstage, he laughed and hugged Serena. Serena grinned and lifted a glass of champagne. To the magic of the human mind troop, soon to be touring the galaxies, though we'll need to create some new illusions and escapes. Once is never enough for these crowds. Marco's eyes twinkled with excitement, the gears already turning. We've only just begun to show the universe what we can do. The possibilities are endless. Though humanity was still newcomers on the cosmic scene, Marco knew they were carving a unique niche. Not through physical abilities, weapons, or wealth, but sheer human ingenuity and imagination. The demand for their shows was already greater than they could possibly fulfill. But Marco didn't mind at all. Let the requests come flooding in. He and Serena would rise to the challenge. The magic of the human mind would continue to captivate and amaze across the stars.